Hey everybody, it's Alan, shortballedandbearded.com. So today we're going to do something just a little bit different. I'm going to kind of go over a few necessities that you need when you run to the grocery store for the first time on keto. It can be a little overwhelming, you don't always know what you will need to get. This is obviously not a comprehensive list of everything that you could possibly eat on keto. Just some things that I use a lot and things that I think will help you out. Okay, so first off, we're going to have heavy whipping cream. If you drink coffee, it's great to add heavy whipping cream. You really can't do the flavored creamers anymore, but if you still like the cream in your coffee, it's a good way to go. Use this a lot in recipes. You can also make whipped cream with this. Just beat it half to death with a mixer, and you'll have whipping cream. Low carb, great stuff. Next, cream cheese. Wonderful, wonderful thing. Very versatile. You'll use a lot of it. Go ahead and buy a big box of it at your local wholesale store, whatever, warehouse club. Use this a lot. A lot of casseroles. You can use this in chicken, beef casseroles, buffalo chicken casserole I made the other day. Good stuff. Also use it in desserts, pies, a lot of custards, mousses. Very versatile, very useful. Very low carb too. Now we're going to go into flour. You can't have conventional flour anymore, so you have to find other ways to substitute that in your baking and your breading and things. So the first one we'll talk about a little bit is coconut flour. This is some really good stuff. I'm just starting to use this myself, so I'm kind of getting the hang of it. It's very absorbent. It's great for bonding, so if you want to bake cakes, cupcakes, things like that, that really seems to be working well. You can also use it as a breading. I haven't tried that personally yet. Like I said, just now getting the hang of coconut flour. Another one I have used some, and if you've seen some other videos, I might have included that, I can't remember for sure, is almond flour. So you can make this with your own almonds if you grind them up very fine, or you can just buy it like this already done. Make your pie shells with this, a lot of other baking. This one I have breaded with before. Another great breading material is Parmesan cheese, the grated stuff in the can. Just check your label, make sure there's not carbs in it, because there are some kinds of grated cheeses pretty funky, got a lot of weird stuff in them, not just cheese. But almond flour is a great alternative for breading. You can make cheese, take your string cheese, make cheese sticks with it. You can bread chicken breasts with it. I'm going to try fried oysters real soon with it myself. 'Tis the season. So that's two kinds of flour, and Parmesan cheese, both of those are great. The almond flour I've used for my pie shells. If you've seen that video that I use crushed almonds, you can substitute out almond flour if you don't want to grind your own almonds. Another one that you've seen me use in some other recipes is coconut oil. Another one. I'm going to use a lot of it. I use this to make a lot of my fat bombs. It's a great cooking alternative. You can pan fry with this. It has a really high heat temperature, so it doesn't scorch. If you use olive oil, it's okay, but if you're going to be using it at a high heat, olive oil tends to scorch, get a little acidic, and can make your food taste funky. Don't really have that with coconut oil. It has a really low melting point, but you can get it really hot, and it won't turn brown, and it won't pass off an aftertaste. Yes, made from coconuts, but the flavor, if you don't like coconut, don't be afraid, because it doesn't really carry a whole lot of coconut flavor to it. I'm not a big coconut fan myself. I really like using coconut oil. Another one that I use in some of my videos, I've also shown you how to make this yourself. Almond butter. This is the easy, lazy way to do it. The flavor is not as good, but use this a lot in fat bombs. You can also use natural peanut butter. Some of the brands have a lot less sugar than others, so make sure you check your label on those. Same thing here. You really have to kind of just use this in moderation. You don't want to get real crazy about these, because a lot of your nuts do have carbs, even if there are just a few. So that's almond butter. Peanut butter is good too. Not so much with a lot of the brands. I know Smucker's is good. I think Crazy Richard's is pretty good too. Either one of those is great. Mostly peanuts. Not a lot of additives. Very little sugar in those. Another thing you're definitely going to need, some kind of sweetener. If you drink coffee, if you make desserts, anything like that to try to get you into keto, Splenda's okay. I've been using that a lot in my recipes. I'm trying to change over to Truvia now because of some of the questionable things that happen to your insulin level when you eat Splenda. So I've been trying Truvia. Pretty good so far. A little granular if you don't get it to a high heat. But yeah, some kind of sweetener, erythritol, anything like that. You want to have something like that for your coffee, for your desserts, any kind of cooking like that. Another thing, if you're making desserts with any kind of chocolate, or you're making hot chocolate drinks, cold weather, unsweetened cocoa. You're going to need some of this. It's fairly easy to find. Most any grocery store's got this too. I use a lot of this, making fat bombs, chocolate pie crust, I mean even hot chocolate, any kind of little dessert fix. Got to have a little unsweetened cocoa for it. Unsweetened, not chocolate bars. Don't you throw a Hershey bar in your recipes. Nope. Okay, now one other thing I want to touch on real quick, snacks. The longer you go into keto, the less you're going to need snacks. But at the same time, there are times you want a little something, but you want to blow your diet up for a snack craving. So what I recommend is get you a jar of pickles, or maybe a jar of olives. Something like that is great for a quick grab, quick bite. Some of your beef sticks are pretty good. Turkey sticks are good. Beef sticks, you got to kind of watch out a little bit because a lot of them will have brown sugar, things like that in it. So you got to check your carb count. I'm not really going to touch much on your green vegetables. Green beans, broccoli, asparagus, your steamer type things. Cauliflower is good. Eggs, meat. Those things are kind of, I don't really need to explain those a lot if you're familiar at all with keto. Those are good ways to go. Block cheeses are good. Watch out for your shredded cheese. A lot of your shredded cheese has lots of fillers and these anti-caking agent things, really weird stuff, and I don't really think it's that great to eat. Get you a block cheese and shred it up. Invest in a nice food processor. Chopping, shredding, slicing, mixing, blending. It's great for all of that and makes this stuff a lot easier to whip up. I'm sure I'm leaving some things out right now. Suggestions, comments, subscribe, like my posts. Keep on supporting me. shortballandbearded.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time.